Hello, so today I thought I would start my series on how to meditate. The first thing to explain in the series how to meditate is what is meditation. So in this video I'll take a look at an answer to this question, what is meditation, and try to answer the question how meditation accomplishes its function. And then I'll give a short demonstration of how to practice sitting meditation. So the first question, what is meditation? Now this is a question which might give different answers, but in this case I would take it, if we look at the actual word meditation, and we take it back to the origin of the word meditation, and we can see that it comes from a root very similar to the word medication. And this is useful because these two words then become parallels. The word medication is, as we all know, it means to something which is used to remedy the sicknesses which exist in the body. So the meditation then is the parallel. Meditation is something which cures the sicknesses which exist in the mind. And if we give this definition of meditation, then we can understand clearly what it is that we're trying to do in the practice of meditation. So whereas some people might understand that meditation is simply to feel peaceful and calm, or to get away from one's problems, to find a way to escape, to find a quiet place and avoid all of the difficulties and all of the problems which exist inside. Meditation, in the understanding, in the definition that I give to it here, means that we come to look at and come to understand and come to do away with the sicknesses, the things which bring suffering to ourselves and the things which bring suffering to other people. As these things, of course, exist inside of ourselves. Things like anger or greed or jealousy or stress and worry, fear, doubt, and so on. All of the many things which we could label as mental sickness. And so meditation, the purpose is to do away with these things. This is an understanding of what is meditation. Now the question of how meditation accomplishes its function, in the sense of being something which does away with these causes of suffering. Meditation creates a clear understanding of these things. So we have sicknesses inside, we actually look at these things, and we come to understand what is the cause of these things. When we have suffering in our minds, sadness or depression or despair, or fear or worry, where do these things come from? Why is it that these things exist in our mind? And when we can see the cause, just like in medicine, when we can see the cause of a sickness, we can do away with the cause. When we see what's causing our discomfort in the body, we can do away with the discomfort by doing away with the cause. And the same in meditation. So for instance, we come to look at the things which exist inside, for instance, anger. Suppose we feel angry inside. We come to look at our own anger. Instead of going off, when we get angry, going off and yelling or saying bad things or doing bad things, instead we come back inside and look at the cause of our suffering. That actually the cause is not some other person. The cause is not something external to ourselves. The cause is really this following after this anger. And so instead of following after it, we come to create what we call a clear thought. The practice of meditation is about creating a clear understanding or a clear awareness of the things inside of ourselves, and by extension of the things around us. So when we feel anger, instead of following after it or repressing it, we come to stay with it, we watch it, we let it arise, let it come and let it go. How do we do this? When we feel anger, instead of saying this is good, this is bad, this is me, this is mine, this is because of that person, this is because of this or that, we focus simply on the anger, and we use something like a mantra, except this time the mantra in this case is focused on the ultimate reality, the reality of the anger. And we say to ourselves, angry, 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 not good or bad, not judging it at all, simply being with it. Angry, angry, angry. And this is an example of how we create a clear thought. Once we create this, we find our minds are not going after it, we don't have to go and yell, we don't have to hurt other people, and we don't have to repress it and hurt ourselves. And we simply are with it. This is and by extension we can use this with everything. This is a brief explanation of what it means to practice meditation, to cure the problems which exist inside. If we feel sad, so we can say to ourselves, sad, 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 and so on. And next, how we do this, the way to begin is to develop an exercise. So just like when children, they're learning how to walk, well, they can't just get up and walk and run and play. They have to slowly start from holding onto a chair or a table, and then slowly get up and walk. When we practice meditation, next what I'd like to explain is we have an exercise to give to the person who wishes to learn meditation. So instead of sending you off creating clear understanding, we start with something very simple. We start with a sitting meditation. And we're going to use this to help ourselves learn how to create clear awareness, not following after or repressing things. The way to do it, in the traditional way, is to sit cross-legged, with your right foot in front, or one foot in front of the other leg, this with the heel touching the front of the foot, not underneath, just in front, and the right hand on top of the left hand, with the thumbs touching. Now this is the traditional posture. This can also be done on a chair. It can also be done lying down, sitting against the wall, in any position which is comfortable, which creates a good environment for concentration. Not something which is so comfortable, of course, that you fall asleep. But it can be done in any posture which the physical body allows. And then to practice, we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to watch the stomach. When the breath goes into the body, the stomach will rise. It will do so naturally. You don't have to force it or try to make it deeper or make it shallow or faster or slower. Simply watching as it rises, we create a clear thought about the rising. Not letting our minds wander or getting obsessed with the phenomena, just saying to ourselves, rising. And when the breath goes out, the stomach falls, we say falling. Rising, falling. Rising, falling, rising, falling. And we do this for, say, 10 minutes. So we're sitting here, we will sit still for 10 minutes. And this is a basic practice to give a foundation, sort of a preliminary understanding of how meditation works. You'll notice as you practice in this way that there's great difficulty for the mind to stay with the rising and falling, because there'll be many other objects which arise at the time when we're trying to focus. So instead of ignoring or trying to block these things out, we can use them as our meditation. Again, we're trying to focus on reality, and we're trying to focus on our own body and our own mind, our own real natures. So when suppose we have pain, instead of blocking it out, we simply switch. Instead of saying rising, falling, we watch the pain. Not getting upset or getting stressed out or angry about the pain. Simply saying to ourselves, pain, pain. Replacing the attachment, the thought which gets upset, with a thought which is purely and clearly aware. Pain, pain, and we simply say pain, pain until the pain goes away. If we are thinking, if the mind starts to thinking about the past or future, whatever kind of thought, we simply say to ourselves, thinking, 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 let go of the rising and falling. After we say thinking, then come back, rising, falling. We think again, then go out again, thinking, thinking, thinking. If we have any sort of emotions coming up, if we have liking or wanting, we say liking, liking, or wanting, wanting. If we feel angry or frustrated or upset or sad or depressed, we say angry, angry, frustrated, sad. We simply say to ourselves, give a name, create a clear thought. This is only what it is, not good, not bad, not me, not mine. And we don't therefore follow after the emotion. If we feel drowsy, we say drowsy, drowsy. If we feel distracted, not focused, we say distracted, distracted. If we have doubt, doubt about this or that, ourselves, the practice, say doubting, doubting, doubting. And then we come back always to the rising and falling. So this is a short demonstration and a brief explanation of how to practice meditation.